Okay, welcome to map 2 of Ciara against Hum4niC, as mentioned, this time on Twisted Meadows, this time again in grey. So consistent in his choice of color is Hum4niC, starting with Altar and Burrow first. And on the top right spawn position, this time in red, is Ciara, also with Altar and Burrow first. And once again, it's gonna be the question of who's gonna go for fast tech and Farseer and no barracks, and who's gonna go for Blade Master first and barracks and grunts. And at the moment, it looks like neither of them is gonna go for the early barracks here. Both of them queuing up a couple of peons, and neither of them getting the barracks here. So Altars are gonna finish. It's the Farseer for Hum4niC as well this time, as it is for Ciara. I mean on TM especially, since it's not that easy to creep up the Blade Master, and the Blade Master, you know, can be a very creeping heavy hero. I mean, that's what we've seen Hum4niC try on Secret Valley, and it's definitely not easier to creep up the Blade Master on Twisted Meadows. And since there is, since there are 4 spawn positions, the Farseer is a very effective hero early on in scouting with the wolves, and maybe just, try and dance around a bit, maybe do a tiny bit of damage to the opponent's economy. And the first little difference here is that Ciara's tech is going to be actually pretty equally timed, and yet Hum4niC managed to build a shop before starting his tech. Not quite sure why that is. I guess his wood, his forest, might be a little bit closer to his main base. He may have just harvested lumber a little bit more efficiently, didn't really pay too much attention. So first creeping done by Hum4niC, like on map 1, whereas Ciara starts with some scouting immediately. The Farseer just sitting here at the tavern, and the wolf is gonna find the opponent's main base in the top left, and therefore the Farseer decides to go there as well. At the same time, Hum4niC has barely taken any damage on his Farseer, getting the first bit of XP. Barracks coming, as well as burrows, and as well as the barracks, and as well as the war mill, excuse me, for Ciara, whereas no war mill yet for Hum4niC. So another little difference in approach. This time, again, we'll have to pay attention to what the second heroes are gonna be. If this time it's gonna be the Fire Lord or the Shadow Hunter for both of the players, and actually a little mismicro here by Ciara. He was about to deny his own wolf here, but for some reason cancelled the attack animation, and therefore another bit of XP for the Grey Farseer in this game. Shop coming for Ciara now as well. And again, he's going into Headhunter production, whereas the Warmill is coming just now for Hum4niC. So if he's going for Headhunters, he's gonna start producing those quite a lot later, and he hasn't even seen where his opponent spawned. So he's scouting everywhere on the map right now with his Farseer and his wolves, and he's gonna find Ciara to be on the top right spawn position with his wolf right now. Meaning his Farseer is completely horribly positioned. And as I mentioned, Ciara with his Farseer just trying to do a bit of damage economically here, forcing the peons away from the lumber. But other than that, yeah, not too much game deciding happening in those kind of games early on. Grunt heading towards the bottom. No second hero being produced here. He would have, he doesn't have the gold at the moment to get a second hero. At the same time, in Ciara's base, it's again the Shadow Hunter second, so he feels comfortable with that. Of course, the first game proved him right. Then again, this is a completely different situation. First 2 Headhunters out already. And on the side of Hum4niC, there still is no second hero in production, so we're probably gonna see the Fire Lord here in the middle. Yeah, there is the Fire Lord. And Other than that, no tier 2 buildings yet for him. Wc3 is coming for Ciara again. Again, he's gonna want to add some Kodos to the headhunters that he's already got out. And it looks like Hum4niC is gonna start creeping with his heroes. Not gonna get aggressive or anything with that Firelord. I mean, it would probably be a little bit too late already, since, you know, there are 3 headhunters out already. Second hero of Ciara is out already as well. And the 4th headhunter is about to spawn as well. And he's doing so much damage here, so it's just forcing the peons into the burrows over and over again. Farseer of Hum4niC now level 2. But the Beast-Tree is later. The Warmill still isn't up, which is a huge deal as well, of course. He's gonna have more wolves to use later on. And this is just delaying Hum4niC by so much. He's buying one Forest Troll Berserker right now, because, you know, he just cannot start Headhunter production. He's not going to be able to get a Kodo if this Warmill doesn't come up. So this is a pretty deciding building at the moment. So just going to pay attention to whether he's going to get it or not. Shadowhunter in the meantime crept and almost got killed, but at the same time almost got level 2 as well. Ring of Protection for him, and the Warmill is gonna survive. Our town is under attack. And at the same time, now Hum4niC also starts putting up some pressure against Ciara's main base. First burrow's taken some damage, the wolves are already gone. Chain Lightning actually used instead of another pair of wolves. And the first Kodo is out already for Ciara. Is he gonna get something eaten? No, he is not. He's desperately trying, but he missed like 4 times right now. At the same time, the shop has fallen right now, so it looks like the damage output for Ciara, even though the Kodo is not with the army yet, is quite high already, and TP forced even by Hum4niC, who's only got 3 units plus his 2 heroes at the moment. Farseer has taken a bit of damage though, so he's not gonna want to stay in the fight with that one, but he's got heal salves, so he's gonna heal that one up in just a couple of seconds. And now finally Hum4niC can start his production at least a little bit, getting the first Kodo in production. I'm wondering why he's not starting with Headhunter as well. Maybe he's gonna want to add another Forest Troll Berserker here. We'll find out. At the same time, creeping also continues for Ciara, which is the only disadvantage he has at the moment in this game, just that slight hero disadvantage. But level 2 on the Shadowhunter, the Farseer, is probably not... yeah, we'll see if he's gonna get it. It's gonna get close. At the same time, both of the Grey heroes level 2 already. Farseer even closing in on level 3. And yeah, he got himself a second Forest Troll Berserker, as well as the first Headhunter. Yeah, Farseer barely got the level 2 here. Work complete. And it looks like now we'll see the tower push, apparently bringing 2 peons. And there's not even a town portal at the moment for Hum4niC, but he can buy one, of course, since he's creeping the shop at the moment, and he's gonna have to buy one. The Voodoo Lodge is the first target of Ciara's army, and that one's gonna fall no problem. And he's not rushing forward to get a town portal as quickly as possible. Maybe he doesn't realize that this is basically the, or potentially the game finishing push by Ciara. Now he's gonna see the towers probably, or at least the peons. Yeah, he sees the towers come up, so now he knows about what's up. Buying the town portal, he's got 2 Zombie Masks actually, plus 1 heal scroll. For him, first of his Forest Troll Berserkers is being eaten here. The Kodo is taking plenty of damage though, so I'm not sure if that one's gonna survive, but there is heal wave available already, so the Kodo is gonna survive. Farseer is the next target, which is taking some damage. Chain Lightning is coming in, but at the same time the towers are already halfway up. First Headhunter might still not falling. Ciara hasn't lost anything in that fight so far. Now the first tower is gonna get cancelled. Kodo is being hexed. I think it was early enough to prevent it from eating the Headhunter. If not, then the Headhunter would be dead immediately, since hexing a Kodo kills the unit inside of the Kodo's stomach. But there's only the Kodo left, as well as the 2 heroes, and Ciara just decides to build his towers further to the front, because there's nothing Hum4niC has on the field right now to cancel those. And that was a very impressive victory by Ciara here, taking down Hum4niC yeah, very clearly on map 1 in a base trade game, which Hum4niC forced upon him, which, you know, he couldn't do anything about, but which he handled very safely. And on map 2, in a more classic Farseer mirror, in which he did a ton of damage to the economy of his opponent, you know, forcing the peons into the burrows over and over again, delaying the war mill, and so on, just making the best out of, you know, basically the early game, in which usually not a lot happens, and then just following it up with a huge advantage in terms of army size. He had like, what, 8 headhunters against like 2 4-star berserkers, a Kodo, and 2 headhunters, and therefore clearly winning this series. I guess that, you know, reinforces Hum4niC's position as the underdog in this group. He's got 2 defeats right now. Ciara jumping on the top of the group, at least for now, with 2 victories, only dropping 1 map in those 2 best of 3s so far. And we're gonna see Spell against Hot next, which, you know, is a match between 2 players who definitely are under pressure, and who, you know, definitely were kinda the favorites to at least get into the top 3. So hopefully we'll see a nice best of 3, a closer best of 3 than this one there. And I wanna hear what you're expecting from that, and I'll see you. Bye.